Hey guys, it's Must Have Monday, and today we are talking about an oil that has a very distinct aroma, but it is wonderful for your emotions, your brain, and even your skin. And that oil is Young Living's Vetiver Oil. So let's talk a little bit more about it. Hey there, it's Natalie with Living the Oil Life, and if it's your first time joining us, thank you for doing so. I hope you check out more videos like this one, and if you are returning again and again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Today we are talking about vetiver oil. Now, this is an oil that I really had to get used to the aroma, and as I say about all the oils, it has become one of my favorites, but it really has. Now, vetiver oil comes from the genus species of Vetiver zizanioides. I don't know if that's right, but I'll put it up on the screen for you so you can check it out for yourself. And the reason why I mention that is because I found out while I was reading that some companies will take a species from within the same plant family, and if they have the same aroma, they will actually substitute it for that oil. But the problem with that is they may have the same aroma, they may smell very similar, but they may have very different properties or very different components that may have different uses. So if you're getting a vetiver that you think is the Vetiver zizanioides or whatever it is, and it is something completely different, it may not help you. So that's why it's always important to check where your oils are coming from. Now, if you've gotten to know me on my Must Have Monday videos, you know that I really don't know anything about plants or anything like that. And vetiver, I always thought came from the bark of a tree because of the way it smells. It's very thick, it's very earthy, to me it's very woodsy smelling, so I just assumed it came from the bark of a tree. Well, lo and behold, it actually comes from grass. I did not know that. But it is actually steam distilled from the root of the grass, and it is native to tropical areas of Asia, and it is actually known as the sacred herb because it is of its uplifting, soothing, and protective properties. And apparently in Sri Lanka, it is actually known as the oil of tranquility. So this is a really, really great oil for your emotions and your brain. Now, the aroma is very distinctive, and why I open it and smell it when you guys can't smell it, I don't know. But I always love to smell the oils when I talk about them. But it is very, very earthy, and for me it's kind of along the lines of patchouli. You're either going to really like it or you're really not going to like it. And like I said, it took me a little while to get used to it, but I really do like it. It is very earthy. It has kind of a smoky smell to it, but most people describe it as earthy. And to me, it's along the lines of patchouli, sandalwood, cedarwood, and but a little bit stronger than cedarwood. But I've really come to like the aroma of vetiver. Now, some of the benefits of vetiver, and there are quite a lot to this little thing, is the properties are grounding, calming, and balancing, especially for your emotions and your nervous system. And they have found that just by inhaling vetiver, that this is a great oil for children and a lot of adults who have a tendency to be very active in their mind and can tend to be very restless, or they need a little bit of help staying focused and staying on task, things like that. Vetiver is a really great oil for them. So it would be good to put in a diffuser necklace, in a bracelet. You can either get a rope of leather, or if you want a vegan option, you can get the vegan option of leather, make a bracelet out of it, put a few drops of it there so that they can be smelling it all day or around their neck. So it's just a really great oil for kids, especially when they're trying to get homework done or studying or just trying to stay on task with things. It's really great for that. And for me, I like to use it when I have squirrel moments, which I have a lot of. I have a tendency, my mind kind of just goes all over the place. It goes from one thing to another, to this, to that, and I'm thinking about this. And then when I'm thinking about this, I start going on a rabbit trail and thinking about that. And so Vetiver for me, if I just really like inhale it out of the bottle, it kind of just calms all of that scatteredness and kind of brings me back together, so I can focus on what I'm really doing. And so a great way to use Vetiver for those focus times is you can, of course, take it by itself, put a couple of drops in your hand, rub it on your hand, rub it on the back of your neck, on your forehead, on the wrist, let them smell it that way. And then some people like to take a blend of vetiver, lavender, and cedarwood and layer that on the big toe, because we know the big toe goes straight up into the brain and kind of helps your brain immediately that way. Or you can even put it in a rollerball bottle and put some drops of that in with carrier oil and let them have their own bottle of calming or focusing oil, so that they can use it whenever they need it. They can just roll it on the bottom of their feet, roll it on the back of their neck, on their forehead, wherever seems to work best for them. So for me, Vetiver is a must-have for every family with children in it, or adult children that need a little bit of help of focusing. And of course, if you don't want to apply it topically, you can also diffuse it. Now, they say, I was reading that you should add a carrier oil to your diffuser, but I don't. I'm kind of afraid to do that. If you've done that before, can you comment below and let us know how much you've used, what you've used, that kind of thing. But I've just added a drop or two in my diffuser itself, and I've never had any issues with it. I haven't done it that often, but I've never had any issues. Vetiver is also wonderful for promoting your healthy emotions, especially if you are in a stressful situation, if you're dealing with the occasional blues, if you're trying to recover from a trauma. Vetiver is a great oil to have on hand for those times. It also helps to promote a restful sleep. I've used Vetiver with cedarwood and valor, and it is one of my favorite combos to use at night. I will just lay there, especially when my mind is just going. I will just turn on the diffuser and I will just lie there and just really just inhale really deeply, and I love the aroma, and it really does help promote a very relaxing atmosphere. It is great to use in massage oils for tired muscles or joints after a long day, after exercise, things like that, or to help to maintain proper circulation. You can also use it during your menstrual times. It's a great oil, I've heard, to use on your muscles that can cramp up, and at the same time help those emotions that you're going through during your menstrual cycle. So it's really wonderful for your musculoskeletal system also. Now, this one was interesting in that Vetiver has also been known to help balance female and male hormones, and it's supposed to be pretty good for your libido. I haven't tried it for that, but just to let you know, it is a good option for you. And like I said, it is also great for your skin. It helps to rejuvenate your skin. It helps the appearance of wrinkles from aging and other areas that seem to pop up on our skin from our aging process. It's wonderful for that. And they say if you add a few drops to your facial wash or your body soap or your body lotion, you can actually tell a difference in the appearance of your skin. I haven't tried it yet, but I would think that it would really be a great option, especially for the men in your life, because it does have that woodsy, masculine, musky kind of scent to it. I think that would be a good option for their facial wash. And finally, Vetiver has been used for centuries in fragrances, and especially in men's fragrances. So if you're a DIYer, this would be a really great oil to experiment with, to make your own signature scent without all of the yucky ingredients and all of the great emotional benefits and skin benefits. And you could even make some for your hubby so he can smell good too. So as you can see, Vetiver has a lot of great benefits to it. Now, it is a very thick oil. And so when you start using it, you may want to take it and roll it in your hands a little bit, not shake it or anything like that, but gently roll it in your hands to warm it up. Or you can stick it in someplace warm while you're working around the house or whatever. Or another great thing to do is you can take one of the little roller ball caps that look like this that you can get from Young Living, you can get from Abundant Health for You, you can get from Life Science, you can buy them from Amazon, but you can buy these and you can replace it, take the top off and replace the plastic part. I can't remember what that's called right now off the top of my head, and replace it with the roller ball top. And so that way it's a lot easier to get out. Now, sometimes, especially with children, we know that they can tend to just roll it all over themselves. So what you could do is take an empty bottle that you have, an empty oil bottle that you have, and you can add maybe 15, 20, 30 drops, whatever you feel, maybe even half of a bottle in the old bottle, in the old oil bottle, add carrier oil to it, and then put the roller ball top on top of that. Or you can get yourself some of the roller ball bottles like this one. Again, you can buy them on Amazon, Life Science Publishing, Abundant Health for You. I'll put a couple of those links down below. Put maybe 10, 15 drops of oil in there, fill the rest up with carrier oil, and you've got an on-the-go bottle, and you don't have to worry about it being so thick. So I've shared with you a couple of ways that I've used it. I have used it for a restful night's sleep. I have used it for my squirrel moments. I have not used it in my body lotion or in my facial wash or anything like that yet. And I have also used it during times of dialysis. Sometimes I will get very jittery legs sitting in a chair for 3.5 hours. And I have a blend that I made called Antsy Pants that I use, and I will put the link up here somewhere or down below if you want to see that. But I also decided to try a Vetiver because I like to switch up my oils. I don't like to use one consistently for too long. I like to switch them up. So I started using Vetiver oil, and it works really, really well for those antsy moments that I have sitting in dialysis. So those are the ways that I use them. I would love to hear how you use them. So please comment below with your tips, how you've used it, what you've used it for, what the benefits are. We would love to know. I think it's a bottle that every household needs. It is only $20.75 wholesale, and I have had this bottle for probably a year now, maybe not so quite a year, but I've had it for quite a long time. And retail, it is $27.30. But of course, we don't want to pay retail prices because being Young Living wholesale members, we get the wholesale price. So if you haven't tried it yet, make sure you put it on your wish list. It does go out of stock often because it is such a great oil. So that is my must-have Monday. If you are not part of the Young Living family yet and you are wanting to be, I would love to help you enroll and be part of your support team along your oily journey. You can visit me at livingtheoillife.com, or there's a link below that will take you. It is quick and easy, and I would love for you to be part of our Living the Oil Life team. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up by clicking on the thumbs below. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. And of course, until next time, keep living the oil life, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.